Hola guys, my name is Nataliya and I live in Spain in Valencia. I moved here as an immigrant with my husband and my daughter who was born in the 2024, and we moved also in June 2024. In this podcast I share my experience of life in Spain and in Valencia. In this video I want to share with you why I chose Valencia over Barcelona. We will compare these two cities from different sides, and first of all I want to explain why I chose these two cities for comparing. Both cities are situated on the Mediterranean shore. Both cities have the seashore, the sea, amazing climate, and the cities are comparable regarding prices and regarding the lifestyle. And I didn't consider Madrid because this is the capital of Spain, this is overcrowded, this is too busy, this is too overwhelmed, and of course it doesn't have the sea, so it was not even the city for consideration for me. So it came down to Valencia and Barcelona. I have been to Barcelona in 2014 when I was a student. We had a vacation with my friends, we have visited different landmarks, we were amazed by Gaudi architecture, by Gran Teatro del Liceo, amazing opera and ballet theater in Barcelona. We visited Sagrada Familia and it was really wonderful. We had a walk in Park Güell, visited the fountains, so everything was beautiful in Barcelona, but I didn't have this feeling that, wow, someday I would love to live in the city. No, it didn't happen. So when it came to decision to move to Spain and we needed to choose the city where to live, Barcelona was in the list, but it wasn't like, yeah, we're going here. So we decided to choose between Barcelona and Valencia because both cities are big, interesting, have the sea, have amazing lifestyle, climates, and so on. And the interesting thing that I have never been to Valencia when I was thinking about the moving to Spain. So we started our research. We used YouTube channels, YouTube videos, started to research different information in the internet, on websites, on forums, started to talk to different people who were here and there, and all this information now is gathered in this video, and of course plus my experience of being in Barcelona and of living now in Valencia for more than half of a year. And now let's break down my decision. But before we start, please don't forget to subscribe. Please press the like button, write your comments, write your questions. I would love to get your support for my channel because it's very important for me. So now grab your coffee and let's go. So the main thing for us was the cost of living. And I think that this is important for many people, so let's start with it. Barcelona is much more expensive than Valencia. And this difference in prices you can see either in renting, where the cost for rent of apartment is 50–70% higher in Barcelona versus Valencia. It also is in prices in restaurants, in cafes, in private hospitals and schools, in public transport, everywhere. So Barcelona is really much more expensive and it didn't suit us. The second thing is safety and crime, and Barcelona has really much more crime than Valencia. Of course both cities have it, and Valencia is not like Angel City, but still, maybe you heard the stories when tourists come to Barcelona and first thing they hear from the guide is that watch your things, watch your purses, watch your smartphones. You can be robbed on the street while just handing your smartphone in your hands. And I have the story when my colleague have been walking in the park and it was a day lots of people everywhere, and she just had a fight with a robber who was trying to get her mobile phone, and they had a fight, and she went to the police station and everything, with wounds, and it's awful. I don't want to live in such city. I don't want to be always afraid for my stuff, and especially with a baby, with a little baby who will grow and who will also be afraid of going to the streets. So in Valencia, I just can come to a cafe, sit and put my bag, I don't know, behind my back or on the table, while in Barcelona you always need to grab your things with you on your knees, and don't show your smartphone anywhere on the streets. So this is really the biggest, one of the biggest disadvantages of Barcelona, lots of crime. The next thing, lifestyle and city size. Barcelona has a less square than Valencia, but people living in Barcelona are much more than in Valencia. So you have, like, simple mathematics, that one person in Valencia gets more space. And it is really so. The streets in Valencia are less crowded, you have less traffic jams, the transport is very comfortable. Of course, there are some hours when there are lots of people, everyone going to work, to school, to university. But in Barcelona there are more tourists, more people, less space, and everywhere you feel it. So in Valencia this is really, really more comfortable. And living in the city also gets more comfort when you, for example, want to get your appointment, yeah, in Valencia to some doctor, or you want to have a place for your child in school or in kindergarten, so you have less queue than in Barcelona, where you have to wait for ages for your appointments and everything. So here Valencia has less people, less tourists, it's less overwhelmed, and less chaos in the city. And for me, I choose really more comfortable life than chaotic life. And still, Valencia has all these restaurants, bars, nightlife, clubs, everything you want, but really, really with much more comfort. And Valencia doesn't feel like the city that is catering to the tourists. You can feel yourself like an ordinary citizen, not the person from a city from the postcard. While Barcelona is a really touristic city with lots of tourists, and everything here is for them. So sometimes you really feel a little bit tired of all this. And the beaches in Valencia are much more spacious than in Barcelona. In Valencia you have this big seashore with lots of little mini bars, lots of sport activities, volleyball and everything, and it's very comfortable to swim in the sea, so it's really big seashore. While in Barcelona it was really difficult to place your stuff on the seashore, on the beach. So yeah, here Valencia also wins. One important problem in the whole Spain is the ocupes problem. The ocupes are the people who are just squatters. They move into your house, for example, when you went to vacation or went somewhere for more than 2 days, 3 days, and they just can move into your house. And regarding to the law of Spain, they have ability not to move out. So the police is on their side, the government is on their side, of course with some circumstances, with some issues, but still there is the law that helps ocupes to stay in your house. And this is a really big problem, especially if you are going to buy apartments in Spain. But this problem is much more big in Barcelona than in Valencia. Maybe for now, maybe something will change. I know that they are going to have some law this year that will protect the people who have their own apartments from Ocupas, but still, now the statistics is that Barcelona is much more worse than Valencia in terms of Ocupas, so please mind this too. One thing I didn't expect to matter so much is air quality and the ecology of the city. And here, when I knew that Valencia was named the green capital of Europe last year in 2024, I was just amazed by that. And how beautiful, how amazing it is to live in such a city with lots of green trees, palms, the biggest park, Turia, which you just can't find anywhere, I think, in the world, but in Valencia. So the air is much better in Valencia than in Barcelona, and everything is so green and everything is so fresh. So it's really, really matters, and it brings you lots of enjoyment, and this park is just amazing. So you should visit it. You can run there, you can walk, you can bike, you can dance, you can do any sport activities in this big park, Turia. So just my advice for you, if you are not moving to Spain, but just want to visit some very important places in Spain, please visit Valencia and go to Turia parks. I want to talk about family versus business priorities. Of course, Barcelona is much more oriented on business, on different networkings. It has much more events than Valencia. Lots of global events are held in Barcelona, not in Valencia. And Barcelona is really a place for entrepreneurs, for networking, for everything. But as for me, I work remotely, and my husband too, so we just now don't need all these business events and networking so much, and also we have a little baby. So our first priority is activities for families, and in this case Valencia is just winning because it has really much more to offer for families, and it's more relaxed and safer. So here, if you want to choose business, go to Barcelona. If you want to choose family comfort, move to Valencia. And finally, let's talk about the quality of life. Valencia was top 1 city for immigration by Forbes rating in 2022, and I think that means a lot, because Barcelona even wasn't in top 10. And Valencia was appreciated by many points by quality of life. So I think this is quite a good ending for my video. Please write your opinion, what you think. What is better, Barcelona or Valencia for you? Maybe Madrid. Where do you live? Maybe you are amazed by another places of Spain. Please share your opinion here. And I want to remind you that if you want to move to Spain, the very good service for immigration is Immigrant. I put my affiliate link in the description of this video, so you can get 5% discount on your first check. These guys helped us a lot with our immigration to Spain, with our visa of digital nomad, and I have the video about it. So please don't hesitate to ask them for support, for their services, because moving to Spain is not that easy as it seems. So maybe you will need some help. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe and press the like button, write your opinions, your comments, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye!